And welcome back, everybody. We're looking to get into Game 2 here between Fellowship of the Nerds and Vicious and Delicious. For Game 2, on the blue side, we'll have Vicious and Delicious, and Fellowship of the Nerds on the red side. First ban for Vicious and Delicious is Bard. I'm sure Charles Good's going to be disappointed about that.
Gotta stick with that ban. He's very good on the champion. Uses the utility on it very well. His ultis are pretty much on point every game, so I think it's a very wise ban. Victor coming out from the other side as well.
I would see very similar bans. I think pretty much the same three bans for Vicious and Delicious this game. I'm going to see Lulu and then Inari here, just because I think that Zed pick didn't quite fit that comp exactly the way it should have worked with the Elise and the Jinx, but it did a lot of damage. It 1v1 the Azir, but late game, what did it do?
And I feel like Vicious and Delicious had a really good comp. They just played very sloppy in that game. They didn't execute what they were going for very well. They won, like we said. They just needed to scale. That's what they did. It took forever, but they finally got there. And Poop the Sheep and Bakery Boy really stepping up on those champions, pulling their team together. But I agree with you. I don't think we'll see many changes according to bans. Might be now. They're kind of waiting a long time. Finally ban the Ahri, but I don't. Do you think there'll be a change of bans coming up from Fellowship of the Nerds?
Maybe Gangplank. Yeah, that was pretty scary last game. They stuck with the Victor and the Mordekaiser because they don't want to see Bakery Boy on the Victor, and they don't want to see Formerly on the Mord, but they stick with the Rengar ban as well. So we'll see if Poop. Wow.
Poop the sheep.
Poop the sheaf there's a bit of a spoonerism going on there. Is hovering the Gangplank. It would make sense. It really wrecked him last game, and if it's and it's locked in.
Wrecked him.
Barely even know him. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. They stick with it again. And it is interesting that Fellowship of the Nerds didn't choose to ban it, but I guess the Rengar is scary as well. Lee Sin and Vladimir locked in here for Fellowship of the Nerds, so definitely looking to change up their team comp.
Maybe going with the lesser of two evils here, getting rid of the Rengar, fearing it a little more, giving him up the Gangplank, but I would not think he's going to pick Kha'Zix. I don't really think it's really good in this meta. The Zac wouldn't surprise me, though. He does play a lot of Zac. Bo's good going back to his main. Seen him play a lot of Lee Sin. He's very good at the champion. Very curious if this is going to be a mid Vlad or a top Vlad. Could be a flex pick. Not sure if we've seen Jay Frazier or Haribo play the Vlad. I think it's kind of the first Vlad we've seen either of them bring out, but nevertheless, might be another one of those pocket picks from Jay Frazier where he likes to keep that Anivia from time to time, but I don't think he'll play unless he has the mastery to spam with it.
It's true. He does love those masteries. So they are looking to change it up, as we see here with 10 seconds left on the side of Vicious and Delicious to lock in their picks. Bakery Boy now looking at the Alistar. The Zac is locked in. Very interesting. And Alistar, strong support. Makes sense. And what do you think of the Zac pick? It's a good pick?
Solid pick, in my opinion. It has a lot of engage, and I think this will help them be able to get the engage that they couldn't. Gragas engage is pretty obvious. When you have to use your body slam to get in range of explosive cast, they were catching him out with stun after stun after stun. He was not going to be able to do it. This way, Zac has huge engage with his E. You have a ridiculous range that you can snipe people from, and this is Tafreaker's main. He's on that comfort pick. He loves that Zac pick. Has been banned against him a lot. Finally being able to bring it out, he's got to be pretty happy.
What do you think goes well with Zac in the mid lane? I was thinking Orianna, but that could be fun to see. I also would like to see a Twisted Fate, the double global ults with the Twisted Fate bot lane, and then the Gangplank ult. That could be pretty gross.
As we do see Baby Trog lock in the Jinx, and looks like it, with 3 seconds left here, probably will be the Braum that they did not get last game. They had the Leona last game, really was not as effective as the Braum was, so maybe a bit more comfortable here for Fellowship of the Nerds.
Not quite as Bard, though.
Yeah, it's no Bard for Charles Good, but Braum's still a very strong pick. And we got the last two picks here coming in for Vicious and Delicious.
Very interested to see what they're going to pick up that they would prioritize the Alistar over the Braum. They definitely did opt to pick that first. They had a choice for both, but sitting here on Lucian and Kog'Maw, that wouldn't be bad at all. Getting that Kog'Maw poke on top of having your barrels come down from GP, going to be a lot of scaling. And I mean, if they're going with that scaling, I would love to see an early kind of AD carry bring out something that's strong. I don't know if the Graves is going to get locked in. He is pretty good. He's very bursty, but switching over to that Oriana, like you were saying, very good with the Zac. You get the freaking ball delivery system, land the command shockwave, as well as the cow delivery system. But gonna lock in that Tristana again. The double scaling going to be pretty well. Worked well for them this game. We'll see if maybe Bakery Boy can feel a little more comfortable on that Oriana compared to that Azir from last game.
Yeah, so Vicious and Delicious keeping their picks a little bit the same formally, and Poof sticking to the champions they were on last game. But then the rest of the team switching it up a little. They didn't go for the exact same team comp even though they won, but it's somewhat similar. Maybe Tafreaker is a little more comfortable engaging on the Zac because he really wasn't very effective for his engages on the Gragas last game. But still sticking to some champs they're comfortable on.
And I love that he's actually confident enough to pick and just let the Elise and the Lee Sin go and just stick to what he's comfortable with. But I do really think this is going to help them with their engage, having that Zac. Because honestly, you could hide at Wolves and frickin' slingshot yourself to Dragon. It's not that bad, but it's pretty ridiculous how far you can jump with that thing. And it might be able to catch him off guard. And Jay Frazier, a couple seconds rolling down. They do decide to stick with the Anivia. Going to be good wave clear. Good matchup for that Oriana.
With the limited mobility from the Anivia too, the Zac jumping in could be pretty easy to get that passive gun and maybe even pick up a kill.
Jay Fraser, that Anivia, a favorite pick of him, will be looking to pop some of those masteries. We got a good game here for Game 2. It's going to be close. Our first game was close. Game 2, Fellowship of the Nerds looking to bounce back. So we're going to take a short break here, but we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. We got an exciting game 2 of our last day of week 4. We got on the blue side, Vicious and Delicious. Poof the Sheaf playing his Gangplank. To Freakers playing Zach. Bakery Boy bringing in Oriana. To formerly playing Tristana, and Mo Money on his Alistar.
On the red side, we do have Fellowship of the Nerds. Bringing out the Vladimir in the top lane, we have Horror Bo's good, bringing out the Lee Sin in the jungle. We have Jay Frazier on Anivia in the mid lane. We have Baby Chalk playing Jinx at AD carry. And to round it out, we have Braum on support, played by Chazgood. And I must say, all of 5 of Fellowship of the Nerds, Rocket Masteries, they're looking to flaunt.
They're always looking to flaunt.
Classic Fellowship of the Nerds. But which comp are you leaning towards here? Not just for skins, but for overall team comp here.
Personally, I like Vicious and Delicious. I feel like they have bigger front line. They have ways to get to the Anivia and Baby Trog a lot easier now. They have the Alistair, they have the Zac. Combo that with the Oriana, it's going to be very hard for them to escape. But I do like the damage and the scaling that comes from the side of Fellowship of the Nerds. So I feel like scaling this time is in favor of Fellowship of the Nerds. But you're going to have to see if they're going to be able to shut down Jay Frazier. He does have that TP. We might be able to see some egg TP plays, but you never know. I'm hoping to have another close game. Maybe a little more entertaining this time around, though.
I agree. I'm not sure about the scaling. I think both teams actually scale pretty well here. So I think an early lead is what's going to need to happen, because Gangplank, really scary late game. Tristana, Jinx, really scary late game. And once Vladimir is at level 11, that's pretty scary as well or is it level 9? Level 9 for Vladimir. It's pretty scary.
He's going to be able to do a lot of damage, and I don't know if he's going to be able to go toe-to-toe with GP before then. The barrels might be a little too strong before he gets to that power spike at that level 9, but I'm going to try and keep him in check. That is for sure. As far as Anivia, Oriana, both going to be able to wave clear quite well against each other. They do have the double globos on the side of Fellowship of the Nerds, having those TPs available, so probably going to see the young 5-man gank bot lane, but Jay Frazier asserting dominance, getting the auto attack and throwing down the mastery.
That's game. That's it right there.
GG. I don't even know why we're streaming. Thanks for coming out, guys.
The auto and the masteries BM. That's it.
Putting out these barrels, we're going to probably see another double jungle. We're going to see a Krug start, or
Gromp.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking about the bot lane there for them, but they are going to do Gromp. Just going to lead shit for Bo's good again. You see Vicious and Delicious, usually trying to get that bot lane ahead, always trying to do the camps, get themselves ahead in experience, go to lane, try and punish them. Not sure, it didn't really work out for them last time. They weren't really able to capitalize on hitting that early level 2, but with that Alistair, going to be pretty tanky. Could have taken all the damage there, given formerly the 60 gold for free. They're going to be able to kill, I think it's 1 or 2 creeps, hit that level 2, but quick shot by Baby Trog and Chazgood. They know the drill. They know they started that camp. They want to try and get level 2 at about the same time. Poof, still just going there, farming away with the Freakers. Has hit the level 2. Going to go top lane against Harblow. Curious might pick up that pink ward again. Worked out for him fairly well. He stayed really safe. It's kind of an island, though. I don't think anyone really went up there and visited.
No, not at all.
But at this time, Jay Frazier not on that aggressive assassin, so I'm gonna have to see in the mid lane if we're gonna see Bakery Boy maybe play a little more aggressive and try and go for kills onto Jay Frazier's Anivia.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see the bot lane matchup, because really last game, even though Vicious and Delicious did pick up the win, the bot lane matchup between Formerly and Baby Trog was actually pretty even, and they're playing the same champs again this game, just 2 really late game hyper carries, so it'll be interesting to see who can play it better this game.
Same champs, but you really saw Baby Trug able to pick up the kills with the Super Mega Death Rocket, whereas he was like 7-2, whereas it was like a 2-2 Trist after 20 minutes. But, early fight here.
His Bosgood is actually very low here. Tefreakers flashes forward. Jay Frazier in a bad spot now as well as the Oriana ball comes on. They both could go down here, but the turret is doing work. The egg comes out from Jay Frazier and just not able to get far enough. But Parablo now looking at Tefreakers. Interesting stuff going on here. And the flash from Bakery Boy over the wall.
Making sure he doesn't want to get hit by the stun there. I would definitely lock him up. He does. Well, I guess he doesn't have flash available now, but he would have if he got hit by that stun. But might not have been enough. But Jay Frazier having that egg pop, that's pretty important, as well as Bozgood doesn't have that flash. Very aggressive invade there by Vicious and Delicious, but I think very beneficial for them.
Very beneficial, but the loss of 2 flashes is also pretty beneficial on the side of Fellowship of the Nerds here, as they can now maybe look to pressure that Orianna, who's not quite as mobile. With the Lee Sin as the early ganks are pretty lethal.
Yeah, just not able to do enough damage to pick up to finalize any kills. Just too early in the game for not enough damage. Didn't have the minion wave there at the tower because that was the tier 2 turret they were at, I believe. So just not enough are able to pick up any kills here. And now to Freakers, hanging out in the mid lane. Both he and Bakery Boy do not have flash available, while Jay Frazier does. So maybe not the place you want to gank right now.
He's got to try and find somewhere. I mean, the mid lane definitely probably not. He does have the flash available. It's going to be hard. Maybe prioritizing that top lane, putting that Vlad down, getting Poof the sheep ahead. He definitely showed that he can carry the game. Maybe getting him to scale a little earlier would definitely be beneficial. They spent a lot of time bot lane last game. Didn't really pay off. Not sure now that they have Braum again. Has very good disengage. Bot lane might not be their thing, but we do see more money going in. Getting the double headbutt pulse, but nothing coming out of it. They just got to try. I think top lane is definitely where they need to go, though. The bot lane didn't work last game at all, so try and prioritize Poop, get him going, put down Horror Blow, because once he hits level 9, probably going to give Sheep a bit of trouble for himself until he gets that Triforce build.
I would definitely agree, and it's not going to be like Vladimir is going to force Gangplank too far out of lane. He's just going to be able to use his powder kegs, farm up, get those key items, and level 6, and maybe just look to make that presence earlier than Vladimir at level 6.
And that invade's definitely going to slow down Bozgood, at least in being a very heavy early game jungler, but not going to have as much effect. They did make him blow his flash. They did steal some of his camps, but we do see him coming down bot lane here.
He's balling, that goes in onto more money, forced to flash. Damage going down. Child's is there, but Baby Shark maybe a little far back here, caught up, and not going to be able to complete a kill here unless they go back in.
Could have went for the kills, but I mean there was creeps there, man. You can't lose that gold. That's important money right there. But they do blow the flash, so hopefully we'll see Bozgood go back down there, the repeat gank. But to Freakers, I was expecting him to do the unseen gank from the bush, playing the Majin Buu. I actually really love this skin. I've waited for this chroma pack for forever, but I don't play Zac, so I'll never buy it.
Well, you got to start. It's worth it to look like Majin Buu and then you just go around eating everyone.
I mean, you're right. Definitely worth it. I mean, this is going to be actually pretty funny. In team fights, it's basically going to be 6 members because Zac passive and Anivia passive both giving them second lives. So I want to see the death fight 1v1. They both pop the passive, see who goes back first and who can kill each other. The death fight, but probably not going to happen very often. I'm surprised they actually are putting a lot of pressure onto this mid lane. I know Dre Frazier does have that flash available, but the egg isn't available. Try and put the pressure down. Maybe even shove him out of lane. Get Bakery Boy going. But Bozgood into Freakers. Looking toe-to-toe. Or going toe-to-toe, sorry. In his own jungle. He's being very aggressive this game on that Zac. Definitely trying to counter jungle as much as possible. But he is behind in farm. Crazy enough. But he does have that Ruby Crystal on top of his opponent. So very even so far. Just pretty much a flat-out farm fest. Junglers not really making appearances, and when they do, they blow flashes and don't really repeat gank anywhere.
Yeah, really similar to the kind of slow start we had last game. Both teams being very methodical here, just farming gold. We're looking at here decently even for the most part. No one really up too much. Parabola in the top lane up a little bit on, or not even much there on Gangplank. So again, slow start to the game here.
You know, we got to give these teams incentive for first blood. I think we need to give them a free mystery skin for whoever drops first blood. Somebody go for it.
Sorry, go ahead.
All that world type action really makes me love the fighting that's going to action in LCS, and
yeah,
it's not quite the same as SKL, but you know, this is some pretty great League of Legends. And I'm definitely excited to see if Fellowship of the Nerds will be able to tie up this series in what's looking like probably the best series of the week.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm very happy this Lulu's been banned because honestly, we've only really seen Fellowship of the Nerds play this type of protect the AD carry role. We're just putting Jay Frazier on Lulu pretty much strictly, and that's it. Exclusively having him on that Lulu, but I'm a lot happier to see they're putting Horrible on these carries. Jay Frazier finally playing different carries. Didn't work out last game. It was very close, but it's really nice to see these teams kind of branch out to where their comfort is, try new things, and see if they can find success with it. May not always work, but definitely good to change it up. Different teams have different play styles, and you always got to make sure you keep teams on their toes instead of running the same bloody thing every game.
Yeah, well, Jay Frazier does go back to the Anivia still, but the slingshot comes in from DeFreakers onto Jay Frazier. It lands. Bakery Boy looking to do damage at about a quarter health here, and flashes, pulls him back. The wall, though, but flashes over and does go down. The egg passive is out. It will go down here, and first blood for Bakery Boy. And great slingshot engage here for DeFreakers, better than his Gragas engages last game.
I'm not entirely sure why Bakery Boy held on to that ult for so long. Like, he could have just thrown it on to Freakers when mid-jump ult. So much damage coming out, but, you know, still gets the kill with it.
I think he might have been a little afraid that he might have flashed out of it as soon as he saw the Zac come up. But, I mean, once the slingshot lands, you're basically guaranteed a free hit because he's not going to be able to jump out of there once he's been knocked up. So, very, very well played. Tried to keep his ulti, but kind of had panicked, made sure he wanted the kill.
You really see the range of the Zac jump there. He wasn't even on the screen, and all of a sudden he's flying in.
That's what I told you, man.
I saw him in the corner.
You see him in the corner, but you barely even notice him.
And you know what they need is that amazing zoom-out camera mechanic they've been using in Worlds. That's been amazing as Bosgood caught in a bad spot here, but looking to get the kill on a 4-lane first. Cannon Barrage comes down from Poof the Sheep in the top lane, and they're just going to back off here after picking up the kill. But like I was saying, I just want to say that camera technique they've been doing with, well, not technique, but just whatever it is, where they zoom out at the beginning of a team fight or when they're crowding around an objective is amazing. And I wish we had the technology to do that.
Well, it really makes it so you don't miss out on anything. And
Exactly.
I was actually boggled. I was like, what is this technology?
What the? Yeah.
Witchcraft.
You're right. Hook us up, man.
Rito, please.
We need that high quality production. We can also use some replays over here. But I mean, that's a great gank down there. Poof probably deterring them from getting the second kill onto Mo Money. But I got to say, this bot lane for Fellowship of the Nerds this series has really stepped up. They've been the ones really, I mean, they endured so many ganks last game and still came out on top. Baby Truck, given those Super Mega Death Rocket enemas, catching people as they ran away. The flash is used, still picking them up. Not letting anyone get away, but it's been very great. But once again,
as we see Freakers back in the mid lane, and Jay Frazier goes down again, and it wasn't even long enough for the egg passive to come back up.
And that's what I love. That's what I love to see. You blow that flash, you repeat gank. It makes it so much easier, especially on these immobile champions like Anivia.
And you definitely don't see Jay Frazier flashing that level 5 mastery anymore. down 0-2 to Bakery Boys, 2-0, and now he up working to push that turret up CS. All is ready.
Oh, but Bosgood goes in and actually picks up the kill onto Bakery Boy out of nowhere. Very low, and the TP is going to be completed for Jay Frazier from being back. And Bosgood there, very good job turning it around. Vicious and Lich just kind of got a little, sleeping a little in front of the tower there, forgot he was there, and he just comes in and just blows up Bakery Boy.
I feel like Bosgood had one of those Lee Syndrome moments there. He saw the Q land. His body knew he had to go in. He flew in there.
It worked.
He did pick up the kill. Very nice. Does a little ward jump. Boots him into the turret, picking himself up a kill. Unfortunately, didn't snipe him into his teammate there, but they also saved the turret, which is very good. And Jay Frazier TPing back there. Going to be able to shove that wave in, but I'm hoping to see a little roaming here. Oh my goodness. We're going for the mega late game Anivia build. He's got tier. Looks like he's going to start building towards the rod. Hasn't even got rod yet. Just has the catalyst. So once he completes that, it's going to be another 10 minutes before it's fully stacked. He's going for super. That 70-minute late game that I'm always talking about, he's going for it.
If we're here 70 minutes, I'm going to fall asleep. It's been a long day. Glacial Fissure and Cannon Barrage are out, and Freakers comes in out of nowhere again. Zoom out on the camera, please. And Bosgood is a little low. No kills picked up here, and just a lot of ults being used there, but no kills. And will they hang around? Freakers is still there. Maybe looking to come up from behind the other members of his team. Parabola and Poof the Sheep have been hanging out here in the top lane on their own. Again, on an island, similar to last game. But it looks like they're just gonna hang out. Looks like Freakers might back off now, walk away. Bosgood's going back. He's low. So lots of stuff going on there. Lots of ults being thrown out. Lots of action, but no kills picked up for anyone there.
I think it's just like a top lane truce going on. They're like, okay, no ganks.
Yeah.
We'll just farm. We'll get to our power spikes. Then we'll see who's the real king of the top lane.
They're really letting each other work on their last hitting skills.
Poof's definitely tried to cheat though. He's been throwing out those ulties trying to pick up that assist money, but to no avail. Not working here.
It's too unfair.
Does have the advantage of that global ulti over Harablo, but really hasn't. Oh, he's winding up to Freakers, pulling back here. Nope. Nope. All right, just kidding. JK lol.
This is finally Jay Frazier getting the hint. You need those deep wards from Zach. This guy's coming at you from the frickin' dragon pit, so they're putting it as far back as they can, but the turret picked up.
Oh, he's winding up from the other side now and goes in, overshoots him a little, but the Orianna ball comes out and knocks him back. Jay Frazier getting low. Freakers is bouncing around the Anivia wall, not going to land on the right spot. The egg passive is there, but Bosgood full health, but now the TP coming in from Poof the Sheep. Bosgood's going to go down here, I think, and it was enough distraction that the egg ran out, and Jay Frazier comes back up.
Well done, well done. He uses a heal. Actually, Bosgood almost sniping that kill once again on Bakery Boy, but healing himself to keep him alive, and that is why Zach is got to be the most annoying jungler right now. The guy just jumps out of nowhere, and a great flash ulti knocking him back into Bakery Boy. Not exactly sure how worth it was. I guess in the end it was a 1-for-1. No, they actually got away clean. It was 1-for-0. But that mid turret still standing. That Anivia egg passive.
Yeah.
Keeping that thing alive. But with that blue buff, he should be able to just wave clear. Might be able to shove Bakery Boy in. Maybe going to be able to put some turret damage from himself. But yeah, like we were saying, that top lane being pretty much a wet noodle fight. It's the first time we've seen Poof leave that lane as Harablo just shoves it in the bot lane. But this is what I like to see. The deep wards finally coming in from the side of Fellowship of the Nerds, spawning out to Freakers, making sure that he can't just come and snipe them from afar.
So we're back in the bot lane now. Really no action in the bot lane. There was a little skirmish a couple minutes ago, but they're still just kind of going at it, farming. Jinx, Baby Trog and the Jinx up right now in CS by about just under 15, so not really that big of a difference. Gold up by about 200. Big gold discrepancy in the mid lane. Bakery Boy, total gold for the game is up almost 1k over Jay Frazier, which is probably a result of those couple ganks where Anivia did go down and Orianna was able to just hang out and say thank you to Zach for those big slingshots. You know, oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, you go.
Well, I was just going to say, it just blows my mind that, as he goes in now onto two members of Fellowship of the Nerds in the middle, Cannon Barrage coming down as well, doing damage onto Harablo. But Poof the Sheep there as well. Bakery Boy looking to go in onto Bosgood, flashes out, and Jay Frazier there tries to slingshot, and the Nivea wall is effective, and Freaker's just throwing himself all over the map as Mo Money knocks up Jay Frazier. Now he's in a bad spot, and the egg passive is not back up, and Jay Frazier does go down with Poof the Sheep picking up the kill.
Bloody troll champion when he's even just flying through the air, just this giant blob going in. But great roam there by Mo Money. They are going to lose their bot turret, however, but should be able to pick up this mid turret. It's been low for forever. The TP is available by Jay Frazier, but you can't TP if you're dead. So they should be able to get themselves a little gold. I would say it's a fairly good trade, but this is still a very close game. They do have the turret advantage on the side of Fellowship of the Nerds, but only about a 700 gold difference.
You see Freakers jumping in when two members are looking to steal his blue buff just because he knows he has that Gangplank Orianna support on the way. Even Mo Money made his way up there to secure those kills there. Really good team fight, really good coordination and rotations.
You hanging out in the wrong hood, you're going to get goon squatted, and they just collapse there on that blue buff, making sure they know who owns it.
Zach will jump you, that's for sure.
Straight out of Shurima.
Trying to get him that blue buff, but still frickin' standing there. No one's grabbed it, but Harablo having very minimal impact in this game. He's 0-0-0, 18 minutes. He's farming away. He's going for that 70-minute late game build. Rod finally picked up by Anivia. He's got one stack, so at about 27 minutes, should be done stacking. Hopefully his tier's done stacking by then. Won't have to wait the full 70 minutes.
The Freakers is winding up again here, looking to go in on Harablo, who's already very low, and will go down here. Mo Money shows up, but it's already done. And that Freakers is all over the place right now. He just pulls back, launches in, and is just racking up the kills and the assists.
Definitely one of those turnaround games. I think we didn't see him have the greatest game on Gragas last game. Goes back to the comfort champion, really shows us what he can do, and he's actually doing a lot of work. He's got 100% kill participation. He's making the plays right now. He doesn't want to be carried this game. He's putting his big boy pants on. He's putting the team on his back, and he's slingshotting into victory, man.
Slingshot into victory. I like it. The big old pink Zac, like Majin Buu, kind of looks like bubblegum as well. When he kind of stretches back there, all stretchy and sticky like bubblegum.
There's one of the bubbles. Now I've got is this slime. I don't think that'll work.
Bringing that out again.
No, we'll leave that there. But I do like the builds coming up from Harblow, though. I do like the Zanyas. Didn't finish the Woda, thank God. Such a waste of money when it's your first item. Definitely get that AP first. Make it so you're using your stats effectively. More money gonna get this ward here. Dropping the pink, but Dragon.
30 gold.
Free money. Mo money, free money.
Harry, you impressed me that I have not made a Mo money pun yet this game.
You know what? I am. I've been waiting for it this whole time, and it hasn't been dropped once. I'm not that I'm mad at it. I'm just like, God, I let it happen every time. Always sets you up for one of those bloody things. But
oh, the team's hanging here. Like I was gonna say earlier, before that big team fight broke out, is that this champion Zac, like, why that name? There are all these weird names of champions. You got Vladimir, Lee Sin, and Anivia. Proof the Sheep going into Jay Frazier here. The Anivia wall is not in time. They're on the mid lane. There's Mo Money, knocks up Baby Chug. Chog's going in with a cannon barrage, goes down. Flash comes out, but Baby Chug goes down. Glacial Fissure as well to Freakers. Chosgood is going to be next on the chopping block. They're just throwing stuff at him, gets knocked up, and does go down with a Bakery Boy picking up the kill. Bosgood showed himself there for a little, but he backs out.
Where did he come from? He just flies in there to snipe that kill. He's like, kill participation, and snipes it. But, okay, Zac stands for Zon something creature, I swear.
Okay.
I don't know what the A stands for, but it is an acronym.
I have not brushed up on my lore, but it just sounds so weird when all these like weird champions name and then just Zac. Just
Zac.
like it's used just your buddy Zac as he launches now into Jay Frazier again. And the egg passive is up, but it goes down very quickly. Super Mega Death Rocket does land on a Bakery Boy, but it's not going to do enough. Ball's good there as well, but this turret's not going to go down yet.
Just your friendly boy Zac saving the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, if anyone was just going to look like a normal guy in this game, you think it would be the champion named Zac, but he's just this big blob of bubblegum running around, just slingshotting himself at people, and Bosgood just caught in a bad spot there. Very low, but now Tafrika's getting low as well as Baby Truck's throwing rockets at him, and Bosgood goes down first. Tafrika's still up, but very low, and looks like Baby Truck will go down with the barrel doing a lot of damage, and Bakery Boy picking up the kill.
The clutch heal there by Bakery Boy. I think Zac still had passive, so I don't think he would have died, but the Fellowship of the Nerds, I feel like they're on tilts, man. They're just running in. He hasn't died. He's got 100 kill participation. He's doing work, but he hasn't even had his passive popped, I don't think.
No,
like,
I don't think so.
Passive still available. Very questionable plays here by Fellowship of the Nerds, running in one at a time, just giving to Freakers these bouncing slingshots, locking them down, and they have a really great team comp. I'm way back in the tower fight there. I forgot to mention, unfortunately, Chosgood jumping in to that shockwave, trying to save Baby Trog, but sealing both of their fates. And once again, Harblow not really having much effect for his team here. 0-1-0 hasn't been a part of anything. I guess neither has Baby Trog or Jay Frazier. Just not having that team synergy they had last game, and just kind of sitting in their own lanes, pushing, not grouping, not doing that team. And I think it's really something they need to consider. Start picking up that free gold that they can around the map.
Yeah, this Zac has really just disrupted their flow. Just really anything they try to get going, Tafrikers just comes in and pops himself into a lane and picks up a kill anytime they want to get something going. Then they have to reset.
I just feel like they saw the Zac comfort pick come out, so they're like, maybe we should go back to some of our comfort picks and picks the Anivia, which I'm not sure if it entirely fits this kind of comp. If especially with this early lead, they definitely needed to snowball an early lead with Anivia and Vladimir to hopefully get a win. But now they really just got to play a really strategic game if they want to come back in this game.
I mean, we got GP. He's already doing a ton of damage. Has a
Freakers winds up and goes down onto Bosgood, and he does go down. Proof the Sheep is on a rampage. Cannon Barrage goes down. Does pick up the dub. Will he get more? The rest of the members of Fellowship Nerds are there, but they're just going to run with the tails between their legs into the bases. They will pick up the Tier 2 top lane turret. And just another great slingshot engage there for the Freakers. This is unreal.
Vicious and Delicious subbing in Bradley Cooper for their jungler here. Freaking American Sniper just going in out of nowhere, picking him off with that slingshot. But Man, to Freakers, MVP this game. I don't even care if they don't win at this point. This guy's making plays, and it's making us kind of eat our own words for bashing that Gragas play.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper really pulling some plays from his Silver Linings playbook, you might say, during this game, as Chosgood is going to be the next one to go down here. Does pop the Unbreakable Shield, but to Freakers picks up the kill. All right, Crafty, Bradley Cooper on. Let's go.
He's really limitless on his play.
Yes! As Mo Money gets into the action, picking up the kill onto Baby Trog. And Fellowship of all members of Fellowship of the Nerds here just getting picked out and picked off.
Very unfortunate. Fellowship of the Nerds really falling apart this game. I don't know what's going on. They're just kind of running in aimlessly, and the Freakers just sniping them out, followed up by the friggin' ball, like mad shockwave going in. Mo Money following up with that CC. Meanwhile, you got barrels flying out from nowhere, cannon barrage. Formerly, the guy's 0-1-2. I mean, not that he's been useless, but his team doesn't need him. He's just farming it. Poop the sheep, just smacking Jay Frazier. He doesn't even pop the mastery. What a nice guy. He's not going to flaunt his stuff. I think Jay Frazier's had enough this game. They're just sitting on him.
Yeah, at this point, Jay Frazier of the Universe hitting at 0-6-0, and that hurts. Throwing up the masteries, that would just add insult to injury at this point.
Not 100% sure what really Fellowship of the Nerds can do at this point. They could scale really well, but they've let the opposing team go ahead. I mean, once again, there's a 3,000 gold lead on Poof the Sheep alone. That top lane Gangplank has been so scary for them, and like you guys were saying, you wanted to see that ban. Maybe it would have been the better ban. Let something else go. The Rengar, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was worse. I mean, but he is crushing it right now. They're trying to hunt down the Vladimir, just getting out of there, but it's looking very, very dark for Fellowship of the Nerds, and I'm not sure even grouping is going to save them at this point, or letting that Anivia hit late game. I don't even know if the wave clear is going to be enough, as Freakers is so tanky as long as Mo Money. They're going to be diving turrets left, right, and center.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Dezaninator, as we just saw Vicious and Delicious pick up their second dragon. You now see them moving on to this tower here in the bot lane. It goes down very quickly. They're going to advance on the tier 2 turret. A lot of T's in that sentence. But Fellowship of the Nerds are there to try their best to defend it. Harablo specifically is right up there, all up in their business. But the Gangplank barrels are doing there as well, and that gets absolutely melted. But Baby Trog's pushing up in the mid lane. Takes down a turret there as well, as we do got a bit of a team fight coming on here, as Harablo pops his Zhonya's, Glacial Fissure and Cannon Barrage coming out. And Zac flies in out of nowhere, knocking people around, picks up the kill on Jay Frazier. The passive is up, but that gets melted. They're making eggs for supper tonight, boys. And Poof the Sheep is legendary.
Poor the Freakers missed out on 2 kills. No longer the Golden Star, the 100%.
Wow. Feeder. Report.
But poor Baby Trog trying to push.
He's still going. Baby Trog's still going in the mid lane right now. TP is now coming in, and he will back off. He did pick up the turrets there. And was that worth... He might have been better off served just being back with his team, as he is the main damage source, and they just kind of got lit up there. As to Freakers launching over to Gromp now, maybe looking to find Baby Trog, but not gonna find him.
Secret agent man.
Giant Zac over here. His health bar is just huge.
Yeah. Oh, and
that launch is
just showing off. He could just walk to lane, but instead he's gonna choose to slingshot because he can. Because why not?
Yeah,
and look at him just all over the place.
He's literally just flopping around from place to place. Might as well call him Spider-Man. He's swinging around there. But I don't know if that trade was really worth. Baby Trog does get the tower for his team, but it might allow Jay Frazier to farm a little easier. Harblow start going, but I think it would have been more beneficial if he was able to get the inhibitor. He just got a tower. The Freakers just, stretching out, flexing the muscles, letting them know, hey, I'm coming in there.
Limber up. Limber up. That's one of the rules from Zombieland.
Oh,
limber up.
Guys, I think we're going to see an epic ball delivery system coming in. If they try and defend this turret, they're warding up, though. They're trying to get ready for the Freakers to fly in, but he could probably drop the blue buff
Jay
and still get
Frazier.
there.
That crit,
Yeah.
though.
He's got to watch out. That Jay Frazier's just having a rough game here. There's damage going down onto the turret, and there's not much they can do. Tafrika's hanging out the side lanes, and does go in now, in the middle of 4 members. Glacial Fissure comes out as Cannon Barrage down as well. And Tafrika's is looking to 1v2 as Jay Frazier goes down. Bakery Boy gets the kill onto Chosgood. Poof the Sheep taking shots from the turret here, but they're going to push in on it, and formerly just laughing.
Trying to save Private Poof. He's caught behind the turret there. Don't want to take a lot of damage, so Mo Money goes in there. Takes that turret for his team. The real MVP, I think, for his teammates there. But another great engage there by Tafreakers. Flying in from out of nowhere and catches like 3 or 4 people in that elastic slingshot. Pretty much zoned out half of the team there. Letting his carries just pop anyone that was near them. This is looking gross, guys. I think we're going to see the end of the game here coming up in the next few minutes.
Yeah, and Tafreakers is just so tanky right now, as well as doing a decent amount of damage. He just hopped into the middle of 4 members of Fellowship of the Nerds there, and they really weren't able to do much about it, as he didn't go down, and lots of members of Fellowship of the Nerds did go down. And geez, we're coming up on 30 minutes here. We're looking at 20-2 in kills in favor of Vicious and Delicious. They have about a 14k gold lead, 8-4 in towers, 2-0 in dragons, and oh boy, this is a stomp.
Yeah, not looking good at all. Definitely not the same team we saw last game or even last week. Well,
No.
maybe a repeat game too, where they kind of they bring out the mains. I mean, Thunderducks got beaten. They brought out the most stompy comp ever and went to town, but.
But yeah, you're right. This is not looking like the team that took a game off of Thunderducks. This is more looking more like C9 versus AHQ today.
And I mean, this is where we kind of see where Fellowship of the Nerds kind of stands in the pack. They're a great team, but I think they really struggle with consistency. They aren't able to constantly perform game after game, and they do very well in the bot lane. That's where they succeeded, but I think Tafreakers really stepped up this game and was able to find the initiations that they needed, because once he found that Gragas tag onto Baby Trog last game, they ended the game immediately. So maybe just being able and capitalizing on those advantages, cleaning up their play a little bit from last game. Gotta give props to Vicious and Delicious, maybe more so than critiquing Fellowship of the Nerds.
As Tafreakers winds up and goes in. Oh, but the flash from Jay Frazier, he's, after all the times it's happened to him, you'd think he would find the stuff to anticipate them. But the turret goes down, they're onto the inhibitor here. All members going very low here. Exhaust onto Baby Trog, and oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. Tafreakers picking up the kill for himself, and Jay Frazier gets absolutely melted. Bosgood getting chomped on, and the dub picked up here for Poof the Sheep, formerly looking for a kill now onto Harablo, and this is going to be the game, folks. Poof is going to take on the inhibitor while the rest of his team works on the Nexus turrets. They're both pretty low. The first one goes down. Oh, and Zach launches himself onto the fountain, and
His
the passive does pick up the kill.
Oh, can they end it
Onto
before
the
he
Nexus.
dies?
Yeah,
They're trying to
isn't intact, but he does go down and does not get the perfect KDA. 1 kill. I don't think that was worth it at the end for him.
I think they intentionally didn't end it so that his passive would get close to the fountain and kill them. Maybe he got too cocky in the comms and they were like, nah, that's it, you're dead, man, I ain't shielding you.
And just a very decisive victory here from Vicious and Delicious, who have been absolutely rolling here through SKL since about week 2. Just great team comps for them. Fellowship of the Nerds not able to do much at all in this game. For them, I think they really lost this game during picks and bans. The Anivia pick, 090, that did absolutely nothing. Harablo on the Vladimir, 030. I mean, he didn't die that much, but we hardly even saw him this game.
He didn't really participate in many of the fights, and I mean, you look at his counterpart, Gangplank a part of 20 of the 25 kills, and I mean, there was only 3 kills on the side of Fellowship of the Nerds, but he was non-existent in that game, I would say, really not being able to find anything. But this is attesting why Vicious and Delicious are tied for that first place. They're a very strong team, and they don't like to be messed with.
Yeah, they're very strong here. Definitely looking forward to the battle of first place when we get it.
Tied for first place after week 4.
Yeah, that will be a good game when we get them. So, thank you all for tuning in tonight. You guys can hit us up on all of our social media pages. They're all, if you're on our stream right now, you can scroll down. They're all there. Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, our website, the community website. They're all there. Check them out. Remember to come back on Monday for the start of week 5. We've got a big game here for day 1. We've got Notice Me Senpai versus Thunderducks. I believe Notice Me Senpai currently in 2nd place, maybe tied with Indecision.
Now it would be 3rd because
tied for first, which is very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if 2 teams are tied for first, then the other team is still kind of in 2nd place.
Yeah, I guess. 2 points back.
Regardless, it's going to be a big game
Clash of the Titans.
That's one way you could put it, yeah. So a big game. Be sure to check it out. Same time, same place. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We're not going to sing Afternoon Delight for you again, I promise. Maybe we'll hit you up with a new song next week. We'll see. Designator and I will talk to Silky Mittens, maybe put something together. So I have been Kevin Big Booty Bodie. We've also been Blake Designator Xanadine.
Have a good weekend, beautiful people.
And Peter Crafty Buckeye McKay.
I love you all.
And a big shout out to our cameraman, stream producer, lots of other stuff like that. Max Skillos Garys. He's always here, but you never see him or hear him. But he's one of the most important parts of SKL. So another big thank you to him. And we'll see you all next week.